Given the different arousal rates of male and female, I'm going to assume that this person is specifically talking about cis males and cis females, given the rest of this question. Given the different arousal rates of males and females, don't you think a good 20-minute pussy eating is the best way to start fucking? I love that as soon as I finished reading that question about eating pussy, I get the comment, a closed mouth never gets fed, which is about the question beforehand, but it was just, Derek, your comedic timing is on point. All right. Do you think a good 20-minute pussy eating is the best way to start fucking? That's very specific, that amount of time. Generally, people with, I'm going to change the languaging on this a little bit and say people with penises and people with vulvas, because not all penis owners identify as male or as masculine, and not all people with vulvas identify as female or as feminine. So let's cut the gender and just talk about the body parts, because that's what we're really talking about here. Arousal rates for penis and vulva owners is often different. Not always, but generally speaking, it can be. How much foreplay someone needs is going to be very dependent on the person, on particularly with a vulva owner, it may be dependent on where they are in their menstrual cycle, whether they have naturally are more spontaneous or responsive in their desire, when's the last time they had sex, like are they, feeling hungry and raring to go, did they, have they gone without for a while, where are they emotionally that day? And I'm going to say that that's true the opposite way as well, as far as like how long do you need to give your penis owning partner head before you move on to PIV intercourse or fucking. That's going to be really individual. So I think rather than watching your clock, which if you're watching your clock while you're like, unless you're like having a quickie and you're just like, okay, we got like 5 minutes, or we're gonna miss church. Unless you actually have a specific time frame that you have to finish things up in, try not to watch clock too closely. Kendra, you are welcome. Instead, listen to your partner. Listen to them verbally, listen to their body. Do not assume that just because a vulva is wet or a penis is hard that means that the person is ready, because genital non-concordance is the thing. Usually when we think of genital non-concordance, we think of impotency. You mentally are ready and feeling desirous, but your body is not responding. But it can go the other way as well, where your body will respond to sexual stimuli, but maybe mentally or emotionally, you're not quite ready to go there yet. So, pay attention to the body. In this case, if you are going down on your vulva-owning partner, pay attention to their breath rate. Are they breathing faster? Are they making noise? Not everybody makes noise. Are they getting the sex flush? Like you might notice their skin getting a little reddened across the chest or across the cheek and the nose. Are they experiencing myotonia, which basically means that their muscles are contracting, so they're writhing underneath you? What does their face look like? But also, check in. Check in. That's also a great way to keep consent communication going as well. You've been down for a little while. If you're not sure whether or not they've had an orgasm or if they're like fully ready and aroused, ask them, are you ready for me? Would you like more? Would you like my fingers? Would you like a toy? Give a couple options. Now, if they just grab you and are like, get in me now, then, So, Yeah, so don't worry so much about how long things take. There's a great Marilyn Monroe line, it's not how long it takes, it's who's taking you. So, there you go.